Indian Budget 2021 highlights.
From Useful Needful.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am has presented the Indian Budget 2021 of India on the 1st February of 2021. Here are the key highlights from the budget.
Our Finance Minister starts the Budget 2021 announcement by mentioning the challenges during the pandemic and the vision of the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana.
Finance Minister says that India has two COVID-19 vaccines made available and two more will be accessible soon.
The Finance Minister reiterated that the government is fully prepared to support economy's reset.
Finance Minister says the budget 2021 is based on six pillars, starting with healthcare and well-being. Spendings been increased, new scheme with an outlay of 64,000 crores to be spread over 6 years. The above is in addition to the National Health Mission and support to rural and urban health centers.
The Finance Minister announces that Jal Jeevan Mission with an outlay of 2.87 lakh crores aiming to provide full-fledged water supply to all urban local bodies with household tap connections.
The Finance Minister proposed 1.41 lakh crores over a period of 5 years for the Urban Swachh Bharat 2.0.
An amount of 1.47 lakh crores over a 5-year period from 2021 has been assigned for initiatives such as wastewater treatment, reduction in plastic water, reduction in pollution and the like.
The scrapping policy has been announced in the budget. The voluntary vehicle scrapping policy aims to remove inefficient vehicles so as to reduce vehicular pollution and oil import bills.
The Finance Minister proposes an amount of 35,000 crore to manufacture and make accessible the COVID-19 vaccine.
Second pillar of this budget, focus on physical, financial capital and infrastructure. Finance Minister proposes an amount of 1.97 lakh crores over 5 years, starting this financial year, to nurture global manufacturing champions and increase jobs for the youth. Finance Minister has proposed a mega investment textile park to be launching along with 7 more textile parks to be established over the next 3 years.
The Finance Minister proposes to set up a development financial institution with an amount of 5 lakh crores.
Finance Minister states that the budget 2021 will focus on the NHAI operational toll roads, airports in the Tier 2 and 3 cities, and sports stadiums.
The capital expenditure for the year 2021 to 2022 will be 5.54 lakh crores with a 34.5% growth rate.
Our Finance Minister announced that more than 2 lakh crores will be allocated for capital expenditure in the states and other autonomous bodies.
The Financial Minister announced that till the date, a measure of 3,800 kilometer highway stretch has already been constructed and an additional kilometer will be constructed under Bharatmala project.
The Finance Minister proposed the following national highway budget for the below states. Tamil Nadu 3,500 kilometers at a rate of 1.03 lakh crores and Kerala 1,100 kilometers at a rate of 65,000 crores, West Bengal at a rate of 675 kilometers at a rate of 25,000 crores.
Also, National Highway project of around 19,000 crores is in progress in Assam. Overall, the Finance Minister proposes a total of 1,18,101 crore for Ministry of Road Transport and Highways.
An infra-national rail plan to prepare a future rail system in India by 2030 has been proposed to bring down logistics cost.
The next few phases of metro projects will be taken up in metro cities. Also, in line are the Metro Light and Metro New concepts for Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities.
The finance minister proposed to extend Ujjwala scheme up to 1 crore beneficiaries from the existing 8 crore beneficiaries.
The finance minister proposes to focus on the various allied laws of securities market to be merged to the security market code.
Finance minister announced that the SEBI will be notified to regulate the setting up and arrangement of the commodity market system.
The finance minister grants 1000 crores to the Solar Energy Corporation of India for the growth of solar energy sector.
Finance minister proposed to amend the Insurance Act to introduce additional FDI to insurance companies from the existing 49% to 74%.
The finance minister announces that the new asset reconstruction company is to be set up to provide resolution to stressed assets in PSUs.
The finance minister proposed to amend the DICGC Act 1961 to streamline its provision where the depositors of the bank can get easy access to deposits through insurance in the case of a stressed bank.
The finance minister announced that the Decriminalization and the Companies Act 2013 is complete and now the Decriminalization of LLP Act 2000 will be in force.
Our finance minister modified the definitions of small companies. Companies with a paid up capital not exceeding 2 crore and a turnover not exceeding 20 crore are to be considered small companies. Over 2 lakh plus companies benefit from this provision.
For startups and innovators, the finance minister announced that the OPC can be incorporated without a limit of a turnover or paid up capital. This also allows NRIs to incorporate OPC in India.
Our finance minister proposes a special framework for MSME.
The finance minister announced that MCA 21 version 3.0 to be introduced with additional module for e-scrutiny and e-education.
Finance minister started that IPO of the LIC will be carried out in financial year 21 to 22 also for the disinvestment strategy. 2 PSUs and 1 insurance company will be considered.
The finance minister informed that the 15th Finance Commission's recommendation is to be rationalized and reduce centrally sponsored schemes.
Pillar 3 of the Budget 21 Inclusive Development for Aspirational India.
In the agricultural sector, the MSP regime has undergone a change to provide 1.5 times the product cost across the all commodities.
The total amount paid to wheat farmers was doubled in 1920 when compared to 1314.
The finance minister announced that agricultural credit will be increased to 16.5 lakh crores.
The finance minister proposed to enhance the scope of the Operation Green scheme to include 22 perishable crops and 1.68 crore farmers have registered. Also, 1000 mandis to be integrated under the said scheme.
The finance minister stated that the government will take up the development of fishing harbors and fish landing centers along the banks of rivers and waterways.
The finance minister announced that the One Nation One Ration Card plan has been implemented by 32 states and union territories. Migrant workers benefit from this scheme as they can claim ration from anywhere in the country.
The total fiscal deficit is pegged at 9.5% of GDP and it is funded through government borrowing. An addition 80,000 crore is needed to ensure our economy is given the needed push.
The borrowings from the market for next year will be at 12 lakhs crores.
The finance minister announced that the senior citizens who get only pension and interest on income are not required to file ITR.
Reopening of assessment. In normal cases, the time limit has been reduced to 3 years from 6 years. In serious tax evasion cases, it can be reopened till 10 years only when concealment of income is more than 50 lakh rupees.
The Finance Minister announced that the Faceless Dispute Resolution Committee and mechanism is set up to reduce litigation for small taxpayers. Any taxpayer with a taxable income up to 50 lakh and disputed income up to 10 lakh can approach the committee.
Finance Minister proposed a faceless income tax appellate tribunal ITAT for providing online resolution.
The tax audit limit under Section 44AB has been increased from 5 crore to 10 crores, where 95% of business transactions are done in digital mode.
The Finance Minister announced that the advance tax liability on dividend income shall rise only after the declaration or payment of dividend.
The Finance Minister announced that the deduction under Section 80EEA is to be extended to loans taken up to 31st March 2022.
Finance Minister announced that the affordable housing projects can avail tax holiday until 31st March 22.
The Finance Minister announces tax incentives for the IFSC and tax holiday for aircraft leasing and rental companies.
Finance Minister announces the pre-filled ITR in Budget 21. Salary, tax payments, TDS are already pre-filled. However, capital gains, dividend incomes and interest income will now be pre-filled. Will not be pre-filled.
The Finance Minister states that in case the PF amount was deducted but not deposited by the employer, it will not be allowed as a deduction for the employer.
Finance Minister announces that the deduction under Section 80 IAC will be extended up to 31st March 21.
Under indirect taxation, the Finance Minister proposes to review 400 old exemptions this year through extensive consultations, after which a revised customs duty structure will be introduced.
The Finance Minister has rationalized custom duty on copper, textile, gold and silver.
The Finance Minister raised custom duties on solar inverters from 5% to 20% and solar lanterns from 5% to 15%.
The Finance Minister proposed to withdraw exemption on import of leather as they are domestically produced.
The Finance Minister proposes to run customs initiative for faceless, paperless and contactless custom measures.
Thank you. Please like and subscribe. From yours.
Useful, needful.